Hey everybody, welcome to Metal Movies and Brewskis Live. I'm your host Matt Burke, and that's a show where everybody raises them up high. Today we're going to be talking about a bunch of cool stuff I have lined up. The first thing I wanted to share with you guys is some crazy news, man, in the world of rock. Not not that far from metal. I don't know, it goes hand in hand, but it's a big group that a lot of people love. You know what I mean? A lot of people were inspired by. They actually had a comic book out back in the day that was awesome, drew I believe by Angel Medina, and which some regard as the best comic book of the '90s. The music, they're rock and roll legends. We know them. I know them. Kiss, everybody. That's right. Major news for Kiss. You know what it is? It is that Gene Simmons says Kiss's decision to sell catalog, name, likeness, and more was a natural thing to do. Can you believe that? They're selling everything. They're literally kind of selling out again. I mean, they're Kiss, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, pick up their Psycho Circus, man. That's a comic by that McFarlane did, I think, with them. We're gonna have to cover that on the show sometime. Kiss bassist and vocalist Gene Simmons spoke to People magazine about the band's decision to sell his entire music catalog, likeliness, and brand name to Pop House, a Swedish entertainment group, calling it the natural thing to do. He explained, "Life happens while you're busy making important plans. We were planning our respectful, proud walking off into the sunset because we've been touring, and we have been touring for the half a century." Yeah, that makes sense. If you take a look at Mother Nature, you either evolve or you become extinct, he added. What else we got? While terms of the Pop House deal were not officially announced, Bloomberg and Associated Press said it was worth upwards of $300 million. However, Simmons insisted that the financial gain is not what the sale is about. It's about enjoying life, while adding, "And I'm certainly blessed." Yeah, man. He's the demon. He's the one with the axe guitar that all of us comic book creators are doing with their metal comics. They're putting their characters with their axe guitars in there, myself included. Not only that, they might even be the fathers of the corpse paint, man. A lot of black metal bands from Norway listen to Kiss, and that's, some say that they cite Kiss as that influence. So there's a lot of different things, man. In a separate interview with TMZ, Simmons defended Kiss's plan for an Avatar concert similar to ABBA's with digital versions of the group. AI intelligence is here to stay, he said. Technology is here to stay. And you either join in and try to adapt and try to figure out a way how that works with you, or you're just, yesterday's news in a very real way. Truthfully, Kiss has stopped touring, he continued. We will never tour as Kiss again. However, the end is also the beginning. We're going to do things that way that will blow your socks off, he says. But we couldn't do this without our new best friends over at Pop House. They're really remarkable people. When the interviewer asked if fans will embrace the new concept of the concert, which was driven by AI, it consists of nothing but holograms, Gene said. It's not just okay. They're going to show up on stage just like we did before, but it's holograms. No, they're an archaic term. That's an archaic term. Technology has advanced so far, you won't believe it. We spent some time at George Lucas's place, George Lucas, and did motion capture stuff secretly, he continued. We didn't talk to anybody, media or anything about it, because we wanted this to be like nothing anyone's ever seen. And I want to tell you, if you've seen ABBA, the show in London, which is phenomenal, this is going to be beyond anything you've ever seen. He also adds, Gene Simmons adds, so the future is here. And with our friends at Pop House, who are visionaries, we're going to be doing things that no band has ever done, and no musical nobody's ever done before, Gene added. Our events are going to be multi-dimensional. You just won't leave your eyes. Things are going to be so much larger than life in front of you. You won't believe it. We've already seen the first fragments of that, and it's just jaw-dropping and amazing. So that's crazy, man. I can't believe they're actually selling that. I mean, you can't really go wrong though with $300 million. That's a pretty penny. Yeah, that's crazy. Kiss, man, just selling everything off and seeing holograms up there. What are they going to do? They're going to have out robots come out too. It's going to be like Chuck E. Cheese. You're going to be eating little Kiss. You're going to be eating little demon pizzas from Kiss. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of caught me off guard. Sometimes I hear shit. Read shit online, and it takes me a minute to kind of process it and kind of sit with it, and I don't know. That's pretty crazy. I don't know to think about that. But in movie news, well, not really movie news, but I watched Kong versus Godzilla 2. I gotta say I love the movie. I thought it was just as good as the first one. It's all popcorn. This one, what I liked is that they kept going with that Hollow Earth theme, or however you want to call it, Placidor or whatnot. And yeah, man, Kong has to go head to head with this Scar King, and there's this crazy ice dragon. Basically, it's almost like a dragon stegosaurus, kind of like an opposite, the yin to the yang to Godzilla. And Godzilla's going around and he's sucking up all this energy, all this radioactive energy, just so he could fight this thing. And it's pretty cool how they tie it all together. Mothra's in there. I thought it was really cool what they're doing with this universe. It's very fantastical in some regards, and it's almost very Frazetta towards the end of the movie when you see what Kong gets. I don't want to spoil too much, but he got the axe in the last movie. I thought that was metal as fuck. And yeah, man, this movie is pretty metal. Yeah, it could have been better in other ways. I mean, but I don't know. It was it was pretty cool. I really liked that movie, and I liked the first Kong movie too. And I mean Kong and Godzilla movie. But what I did like about the Kong and Godzilla movies is they kind of seems like they put the focus on Kong a lot more than Godzilla, which I think is cool. I think Godzilla he gets more screen time, I think, with more of like the Toho Productions and whatnot than Kong does. So with all respect to Peter Jackson, and I don't know, that's still my favorite Kong movie. We got some real movie news right here, and this thing came out of nowhere, man. I didn't even know that they were making this movie, but I'm intrigued, and I knew there was another take on this character. This is Christian Bale right here, man. He's Frankenstein, or popularly Frankenstein's monster. Maggie Gyllenhaal, his co-star from The Dark Knight, comes with her movie The Bride. Christian Bale transforms into Frankenstein's monster. First look at Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride. I don't know how I feel about that, man. He's got a weird little hope tat right there. I mean, as long as it's just that little tat right there, it's cool. But man, there's just this thing where, like, you could literally, since he's a fucking Frankenstein's monster, you could stitch on, Jared Leto and Bill Skarsgård right there to him, man. They're just, But allegedly the movie's going to be shot in the 1930s. Let's read on about this right here. Christian Bale is Frankenstein's monster. A first look at Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride. The director, who is teaming up with Warner Brothers for the period film, shared images on Instagram from a recent camera test for the movie. Bale's monster makes his debut alongside Gyllenhaal's The Lost Daughter, Oscar nominee Jessie Buckley as the infamous Bride. Gyllenhaal has assembled an all-star cast for The Bride. Starring opposite Bale and Buckley are Penelope Cruz, Peter Skarsgård, and Annette Bening, which is the wife to Dick Tracy, Warren Beatty. The film's crew includes Joker cinematographer Lawrence Shear. That guy could shoot, man. That cinematographer was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. The Bride is set in the 1930s Chicago and puts a spin on the iconic Frankenstein lore. Buckley's murdered young woman is revived, but her new life surprises her creators as she lusts for romance and ignites a radical social movement. I don't know about all that. Along with the first look at Bale, Gyllenhaal also teased a photo of Buckley's bride. As long as I don't put none of that social political bullshit that's going on right now in the fucking movie and try to say, I don't know. But they're onto something. 1930 Chicago with the Frankenstein monster, I'm all in. I know my boy Preston would be down with this. Doc Salem. The film is Gyllenhaal's second directorial effort. Her first was The Lost Daughter, which Netflix released to acclaim in 2021. The movie earned 3 nominations at the 94 Academy Awards. Who gives a fuck? Best Supporting Actress. Okay. Gyllenhaal's The Bride isn't the only Frankenstein movie on the way. Exactly. So this is the one that I'm ready for. Guillermo del Toro is currently filming his own Frankenstein starring Euphoria and Saltburn star Jacob Elordi as the iconic monster. Del Toro's film is backed by Netflix and features Oscar Isaac, Mia Goth, Lars Mikkelsen, David Bradley, which is Pinhead, Christian Convery, Charles Dance, which was, from Underworld movies, Game of Thrones. He played the family opera, Last Action Hero. Badass fool right there. And Christoph Waltz from, the Inglourious Bastards and a lot of the other movies. That's The Bride right there. Tarantino movie, sorry, Christoph Waltz. He's a phenomenal actor. Warner Brothers is set to release Gyllenhaal as a Bride in theaters and IMAX on October. I am going to check it out though. I mean, Christian Bale, man, he's one of my favorites. You know, he's. I remember back in the times when before he blew up with Nolan, his just work. He had a pretty awesome body of work even at that point. Before he started playing Batman with American Psycho, he really just goes all out. With The Machinist, just all these. He really gets into the roles. He even played Jesus. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, man, and just to see him to come out and like do all these different characters. Same thing with Oldman. Oldman was always my favorite actor, and then finally he kind of got trendy with I think it was Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy that really put him on the map, and kind of people started taking notice. That and Harry Potter and Gordon, which he was perfect Gordon. But yeah, man, I'm very intrigued for this movie. I hope it's something that's really cool, like really gritty 1930s. I mean, who knows, man? They might even have some fun with it. I don't know if it's gonna be really goofy. I mean, what if it's like The Goon or something, dude? That would be crazy. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's that time of the show for us to present something that I don't know. I seen come across my screen the other day. I don't know. Yeah, I think that it's Gods of Metal, Eternal Vigilance Tour. All right, so this is a board game right here. It's on Kickstarter right now. It's got 397 backers. I thought this looked pretty cool. Games are really taking off, man. Gaming, tabletops and whatnot. And I think they're pretty cool because it gets people out of their fucking houses and gets them, it rips them off the screen. And you can get in there and play like a good 3-hour game. Most of these tabletops are about 3 hours, it seems like. But there's been a couple of metal games out there, some tabletops. I want to cover a couple more in the show. My buddy, he's going to probably be crowdfunding a tabletop pretty soon. So I've been trying to do a little more deep diving on these games. I remember back in the day, I used to play. I don't know, man. It was a crazy game where you put the mat down on the floor and you'd have these catapults moving around. And I don't know. I was so young, but yeah, man, it was a pretty cool game. It was kind of like Warcraft, but before PC. But yeah, guys, I wanted to show this off right here. Let's check out the trailer.
An ancient darkness is breaking through into our reality. The overlords are coming. They're demons united. They'll stop at nothing to tear our world to shreds. And the only thing that can stop them is the power of metal. You have been chosen by the gods of metal to lead this crusade of finger-shredding fury. You must write the sick riffs, craft the awesome lyrics, find unholy rhythms, and set the heads banging. Show the overlords that their darkness is nothing compared to yours. Gods of Metal is a co-op deck-building game for 1 to 4 players. You and your bandmates must work to create the most powerful band in human history. Find mystical instruments of legend, outlandish costumes to improve your powers, and recruit mascots to help you battle the overlords. Find the power of pure decibels and use them to destroy your enemies by crafting songs that will literally blow their minds. Form a band. Save the world. Gods of Metal. Now on Kickstarter.
Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of a Brutal Legend. Let's take a look at the campaign real quick. Yeah, there we go. Gods of Metal. I think that man, I love the artwork right there. Yeah, man, that's Cerebus. Yeah, 3 heads for sure, man. It's so hard not to like have metal like cross with like different mythologies because mythology is so fucking metal. I think that's why I loved history so much as a kid. But I didn't get to take any of the those crazy classes in college. Yeah, that's cool, man. Loving the artwork, cool looking demons and stuff. Badass, badass. That's so funny. You make a team of the best band in the world. You want to go up against demons. Try to impress everybody. Yeah, we're gonna have to do more of a deep dive on this. Come and check this out, guys. Back it. There's a bunch of different tiers right here. Gods of Metal, new Overlord, new song, shipping. One thing about Kickstarter, man, they really go all out with everything. It seems like they really go all out with everything, the presentation, the rewards, all that stuff. It's pretty crazy. You got the Gods of Metal digital PNP. It's a digital copy of Gods of Metal with unlocks. Yeah, man, come check this out. Probably gonna be having this guy on the channel, man, so we can do more of a deep dive on this. Could really get into it. So yeah, Gods of Metal, guys, check that out. Yeah, there's also another campaign too. We had a gentleman on the Thursday show, Open the Gates, Russ Leach. He did a book called Only Death Could Save Us. I reviewed on this show, and he's actually working on he's finished the story right here. It's about Cole, which is a character from the Robert E. Howard verse. If you guys know who Conan is, then you know who Cole is, and this is actually the first Cole story that they're adapting. Him and Randy Zimmerman, and it's called The Shadow Kingdom, and it's on this really cool website called Fund My Comic. It's a crowdfunding website that's made by actual comic book creator Luke Stone, and yeah, man, I actually got my stuff up on here, and if you're an indie creator, put your stuff on Fund My Comic, man. We're all trying to build this thing. It's really cool, and it's yeah. This is the book right here. I want to show the trailer again.
In the time before Atlantis sank and the lands of the world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny. Leaving his Atlantean tribe behind and throwing off the shackles of Lemurian bondage, he sailed the seas as a pirate captain before seizing his place as a king. And now that he has the throne, how long will he be able to keep it? This is the Shadow Kingdom, the classic sword and sorcery tale by Robert E. Howard, adapted by Randy Zimmerman, with artwork by Russ Leach. Available now at fundmycomic.com.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's the story, pretty much says it in the trailer. It's arguably the first sword and sorcery tale ever written. So, come check it out. If you guys loved Savage Sword of Conan from back in the day, the Conans from the 90s, the Frank Frazetta, Robert E. Howard's old Conans, Cole from Marvel. It's all here. This is the first Cole story. So come and check it out. It's awesome. Can't wait to back it. There's a lot of really cool tiers, and I will put a link in the chat right now for you guys, so you guys can, if anyone watching this, could come and check it out. There we go. Shadow Kingdom. All right. And then there's another book too that's coming out. But there's the gentleman. He's Ray Ramos has been like teasing these different characters. He's got a universe. Him and a bunch of other guys at 656 Comics, and they've been around for 20 years, and they have a whole universe of characters. And for their 20-year anniversary, they're putting out this kind of crossover with all their characters. It looks freaking phenomenal. And yeah, he's been teasing a lot of them on Twitter, and I wanted to show you guys the newest one. Man, he's like right up my alley, right in my metal shop. So let me show you right here. This dude right here is called Karmisi, Punishment, Vindication, Vengeance. It all ends in blood. The streets run red in sanguinity. Hope for a better tomorrow, though the same violence that is forced upon the innocent. There will be a reckoning in Border Mayhem All Stars. So this guy's coming to Border Mayhem All Stars. It's a cool looking character, very Punisher-esque. I'm digging it. I love the vigilante heroes. People like to use the word anti-hero a lot. I like vigilante. I think a lot of the times, you know, I don't know. I just get tired of hearing the word anti-hero. I like vigilante. It sounds better. But this character looks cool. You guys could sign up. This is one of their many characters. And this is it right here. 656 Comics Border Mayhem All-Stars. Sign up and get something for free. Join 656 Comics as they celebrate their 20th anniversary with a special 24-page one-shot comic. You know, that's a beer right there. A beer and a couple peanuts. Just roll right through. You got Junkman right there. You got the Man Dog. Join the characters from the 656 verse as they navigate through a chaotic landscape filled with zombies, chupacabras, and other bizarre threats, all the while desperately striving to return to their rightful universe. It just sounds like fun, man. Written by Ray Ramos, Francisco Erce, and Oliver Lee Erce. Illustrated by Dario Rodriguez, Domo Arce, Javi Gutierrez, and Oliver Lee Arce, covered by Rich Ayala. And Rich from Roach Balls, and he's been on the show. He's been on this channel before. Come and sign up, guys. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. This is his cover right there. Rich Roach Balls, killing it, loving it. Put that in the chat right there. Yeah, man. Love these quick stories. You know, sometimes just like the these just get in, you hit it and quit it. You know. You don't got to commit to a big book. It's just a fun story, you know. It's a couple hours. It's a Sunday afternoon, you know, on your day off or something like that. You know what I mean? So definitely check it out. There's a new song by Tyr I wanted to premiere on this show. They actually had another one that I wanted to listen to, but I was like, you know what? That's fucking content. I can put that on the show, and you know, again, I don't do backflips or anything like that when I listen to something new. I'm just here for the music. A lot of people really get dramatic when they listen to their first reaction. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna check out the newest Tyr song, and this is a band that I kind of started getting into just a few years ago, and I just think they're awesome. I haven't bought any of their albums yet either. I've just been listening to them on YouTube a lot. I plan on going and picking them all up, though. I want to get when I can, man. I want to get their CDs and their records. But yeah, let's check it out. This song is called Dragons Never Die. This is the official video. Got a fucking strong backbone melody for the song. A little different for them. Digging it though. I like it. Song fucking rocks. You know, definitely got a rock feel to it. Digging it though. Love the landscape, man. Okay. There goes the dragon. Yeah. Not that was fucking awesome. I like that. That was, short, sweet, cool, just rocking.
Your favorite
I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Well, there was also something else I wanted to show you guys too. I got my campaign up right now. It's a Butch Cleaver. Um, it's a gothic horror western. Well, let me just show you guys the campaign right now. Preset. It's up on Fund My Comic, the same as the Shadow Kingdom. There's a lot of really cool books up on there. You guys should just go and check them out. It only takes a minute to make a profile over there. I've backed a few books over there actually. I think about 5 of them or so. I've backed books on I think I did one. I think I've done one book on Kickstarter, and I've backed maybe 180 on Indiegogo, and then I've done maybe 5 on here because it's so new. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is it right here, man. This is it. Got my little trailer right there for Butch Cleaver. Just put that up. It's the same one I've had before. And yeah, man, this is my book that I made. It's been done for a few years now, but I'm still real proud of it. It's about a butcher who gets killed and he's brought back to life by a voodoo curse, and that curse gives him the power to weaponize bone with a single thought, man. And he's this skeletal phantasm that just kind of, stalks this town of Oubliette and this fictional fantasy West, basically. And in the story, you're gonna basically this is the first and second book, and the second book is basically showing his origin right here, and you're going to show why he's this crazy, skeletal phantasm, and I don't want to spoil too much about, who he is, but I put a lot on here on the campaign, so you guys can do it yourself if you want. And yeah, man, if you guys are into spaghetti westerns, horror movies, slashers, Swamp Thing, Jonah Hex, Hellboy, Batman, you might like this stuff. A little bit of the pulp. That be like the Shadow, whatnot like that. I've had a multitude of different influences with this book, and I think it's a pretty entertaining read. You'll see that I am a newbie. I've been doing it for a while, but I mean I don't have as many years under my belt as a lot of the other cats. But yeah, man, I did these 2 books by myself, and just trying to become a better artist, a writer, and I think these books are pretty entertaining. So if you guys want to come check them out, do so. This is Butch Cleaver 1. I put a little bit up on there as well. And yeah, man, it's a crazy world filled with crazy characters. And it's about a bounty hunter trying to figure out who murdered him, his father, and how he's going to control these new powers, and if he's still going to be a piece of shit once he has these powers, or is he going to be a good guy. So got some cool trading cards up on here by Preston Acevedo, Death Metal Hero, Luke Angelia, and a wanted poster. The first 30 backers are going to get actually a bunch of cool stuff. I've already got 2 backers. This is basically a store right now. And sorry for scrolling around so much, guys. The first 30 backers are going to get these 6 trading cards. They're going to get a wanted poster that's 11 by 17, 2 6 a.m. stickers for all people in indie and Comicsgate. They know who 6 a.m. is. Mark Marinelli, bumper sticker. Also get that symbol button for your battle vest. So I got the both books right there. I got 1 or 2 if you want to buy them singularly. The first 2 backers picked up the first 2 books. And I got sketch card tiers right there. with shipping, sketch cards for add-ons. If you guys want, just draw any character from my universe. That's what that is. I got some original art tiers that comes with the book and all the other the meat wagon tier. Another one right there, and I'm going to be putting more stuff up on here too as it goes. It's basically like a Rune Cutter comic store. It's my store. It's my online store, and I'd rather it be on here than anywhere else. So yeah, guys, come check out Butch Cleaver 2 or 1. They're both pinned at the top if you want to check it out. And next up, I wanted to show you guys some other stuff too. So this is a part of the show where I like to talk about, some crazy. What up, pops? There's some crazy things out in the woodwork all over the world. We don't know if they're real or not. People ask me, do you believe in ghosts, monsters, Bigfoot, cryptids? I don't say I do, but I also don't say I don't. If I get the proof is in the pudding, but they're damn interesting, So this is a new one. This is a fun part of the show, one of my favorites. And this is the show where we go hunting, and this part is the Giant of Kandahar. It's from Afghanistan. The Giant of Kandahar was an enormous humanoid creature allegedly encountered and killed by a group of American Army soldiers on a mountainside in Afghanistan. This guy looks pretty badass. Wonder if it was related to Goliath. Let's see here. Giant. Let's see. Type. It's giant humanoid. This is a cryptid wiki. It's pretty cool. Just noticed it today, so I figured I would showcase it. Country, Afghanistan. Habitat, remote Kandahar mountains and caves. Possible population, very small. Wonder if it's deep in the earth. I wonder if he's he's probably giant. I would say a Neanderthal, but here's a summary description. Steve Quayle spoke of an occurrence, which is still classified by the U.S. government in his popular radio show, Coast to Coast. The event allegedly happened in 2002 in a desert part of Afghanistan when a U.S. Army squad went missing. A special ops task force branch, unknown, possibly Rangers, considering that the missing squad was Army, was sent to find out what happened, and the soldiers walked along a ragged mountainous trail until arriving at the entrance of a large cave. Pieces of a broken military equipment and gear were scattered all around the clearing. The task force was about to enter the cave to explore the recesses when a 12 to 15-foot red-headed, six-digit, double-toothed humanoid emerged and attacked the soldiers. The giant impaled Dan with a giant spear and proceeded to attack the rest of the squad. The witness states that it took 30 seconds of continuous fire to take down the giant. Oh shit! This is pretty famous. A lot of people know about this. Between them, the squad was armed with a full auto M4 combines, recon carbines, semi-automatic, and M106 Barrett anti-material rifles firing 50 BMG. This is much firepower concentrated on one target for 1 second, let alone 30. Would be extremely destructive. According to witnesses, the giant wore canvas or animal hide covers to protect its feet like moccasins and smell like dead bodies. The creature's body was airlifted back to the squad's base by a helicopter and net. From there, it was loaded into an aircraft and taken away like never to be seen. And upon the return, the soldiers were made to sign a non-disclosure paperwork to stop the word spreading of their encounter. The witnesses states he broke his silence because people have the right to know what happened on the planet. Hoax. So they're saying that this is a hoax now all of a sudden. The Giant of Kandahar is a hoax, as the Department of Defense has no record of the incident. L.A. Mazzurli, an author, blogger, and filmmaker, is believed to have created a heavily influenced the legend. Huh. Yeah, I bet. It's easy to blame it on that. Let's look at some of these pictures. Wow. That's crazy. We haven't really gone over giants in this show, but I do know that throughout the world there have been, cave paintings and testimonials and different. Oh, what the fuck is that? of different giants, and they usually state that they're redheaded. They have 2 rows of teeth, and they got 6 fingers on their hands. So I don't know. It's pretty crazy. So I kind of believe that in a way. I think that possibly that that did go down, and they're probably trying to cover it up. So I don't know. Well, we're at this part of the show where I wanted to show you guys something really cool, really special. This is a movie that I really liked growing up. I think I was, dang man, probably coming out of high school, or like just kind of got out, because once I basically got out of the band and got out of high school, I just been working. I worked all through my 30s, blue collar, all through my 20s. Basically, didn't stop, And this was a movie that I thought was really cool. Let me guys show you. It's a hard recommend, by the way. Hard recommend. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
There are 2 wolves fighting in a man's heart. One is called love, the other, hate.
Oh shit. Director's a badass. Great shots. Very Frazetta, this movie.
The boy has destiny among the people. He stays.
Who am I?
Our Orban, that's fucking Bread right there, man. Judge Bread. That's Butcher from The Boys.
But it claws at me.
The prophecy is coming to fulfillment.
Run and you may live. Fight them, you will die.
That's Clancy
What will
Brown,
you do?
Kurgan
Kill as many as I can.
from Highlander. He voiced a million comic book cartoons, including Lex Luthor. This has got Rolf Moeller that played Conan the Barbarian on TV, and there's a Viking. Look at that. That's a shot right there. Oh, scissors. Very stylized. Yeah, man. That movie was so cool. I don't know. I really dug that movie growing up. I watched it a bunch of times. I guess it could use some maybe a little bit more like editing to kind of chop it up a little bit. But other than that, man, it's a really cool movie. Hard recommend. When it came out, they were actually putting together a graphic novel for it, and I've seen this graphic novel, but I don't know, man. I wasn't really feeling it too much. The art had a lot of like photographs in there, and I understand like the artistic, need to do that. Like some people have their own style or whatnot. I respect everybody's style, but for me, I wouldn't have done that. I would have done something different. It kind of had like this kind of Bill Sienkiewiczyan type feel to it. But let me show you. It's actually a Dark Horse comic, and they were putting it out at the same time as the movie. They were actually writing it at the same time. This is it right here. It looks cool. I've actually seen it at Book Off. I don't know if you guys got a Book Off from wherever you live. Side quest. Book Off is fucking awesome. They usually have them at malls, and they sell like old comic books, graphic novels, manga, toys, DVDs, obviously books, video games, guitars. Like, dude, they got everything. It's like Tower Records, but they sell stuff. They sell you stuff, and it's really cool. But anyways, I seen the graphic novel there. I would always go back and pick it up and look at it and thumb through it, but I'm like, I just don't like the art. I love the movie, but I can't get into the art. I just couldn't. I don't know what it is. It looks cool though. I mean, some of the imagery is cool, but there's literally like photographs in there. Yeah, I don't know. Check it out. It's a really cool concept. We had a Brian Kreisgau on here last week, and he was, we were talking about the Preston. We were talking about the that movie Outlander, and a lot of movies they like to take the Beowulf idea, where it's one man fighting different something in the woods or something like that. You know what I mean? Stranger in a strange land type thing. Like that's 13th Warriors like that. Outlanders like that. I'd say Pathfinder, it's kind of like that, but it is a little different. It kind of breaks off from that. To me, I think this one's a little more like Last of the Mohicans, I guess. But it's a fucking phenomenal movie. This is a graphic novel, though. It's on Dark Horse's website. You could pick it up for like $5 anywhere. I wish I have it though. I do need to get it just to have, because I'm a Viking stan. I like any Viking comic book I can get or anything. I try to pick it up. The movie is definitely very Frazetta inspired. Like the Vikings, they have horns and stuff, and they're not too realistic. But the thing is, I really like that. Like if I'm drawing a Viking, I try to put the realism there, and then like with the helmet, and then I'll fucking throw some horns on there. They didn't have horns, but they look so cool, And there's no real, historical evidence of them having horns. There's one, but the horns are just kind of like sticking straight out like a bra from Madonna back in the 90s on their head. It's weird science. But yeah, man, I don't know, I think if you're going to be drawing some Vikings, man, make them look metal, make them look fantastical, have some fun with it. I mean, unless you're doing like a straightforward, robotic, historical, accurate, fucking, Viking thing. But I think they did a good job with this. And it's from the director of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, Marcus Nispel. He's just a really good visual director. He cites Frank Frazetta as a main influence when he was making this movie. When I watched this movie, I said, that guy needs to direct Conan. And sure enough, he went and directed Conan, and the movie looked cool. He got a cool actor to play Conan, which was Jason Momoa at the time. No one ever fucking heard of him. I never heard of him. At that time, I was we had message boards, and it was a Robert E. Howard movie message board, Conan message board. And I watched that movie just kind of go from nothing into something. And it was just cool seeing that, like, me picking a director out of my head that would love for them to make a Conan movie, actually pick them. But then also seeing the movie kind of fall apart into a pile of shit, it was kind of very disappointing because that movie could have been so much more. There is little cool. It's like the same thing as it suffered from the same exact thing as the last Hellboy reboot, where it had all, had the cool locations and cool characters from the lore of like the Mignolaverse or the Howardverse, but there were just too many cooks in the kitchen, and they didn't stick to the director's vision. With the Milius version of Conan, they really stuck to John Milius's version, even though it was more of a Cole story, but they stuck to his fucking vision, so the movie came out good and it benefited from it. I think if they would have stuck to Marcus Nispel's version of the Conan reboot, I think it would have been a little better. But yeah, I know I sidetracked the fuck out of Pathfinder right there, but it kind of had to go. This director, man. And then he came back and did Third Side Quest. He came back and did the Friday the 13th remake, which I think it's the best Friday the 13th movie. I've been saying that for a while. There was a whole thing back in the day when all the reboots were coming out, and people were there was two sides to the coin. There was the people that loved the originals and hated the remakes, and then there was the fucking my generation that only wanted to watch remakes, and they didn't even fuck with the originals. Like, that's stupid. You know what I mean? And so you at least got to watch both. Both those different age groups need to go back and watch both the movies, and that's what I did. And after, dude, that remake fucking destroys all of the other Jason movies. Friday the 13th, Marcus Nispel's version's shit. He's fucking Rambo the fuck out. He's Last Blood before Last Blood even came out. And I actually like his Leatherface with Andrew Bernarski. that played Lobo in the fan film Paramilitary Christmas. His Lobo's scary. He's got Lee I forgot his name, Lee Ermey from Full Metal Jacket playing the sheriff father. I mean, he adds so much to that movie. I know that Texas Chainsaw was a big I don't know, it was a big staple in American cinema and horror and the Vietnam War, and that movie's good too. But oh man, I really love. I was really love the remake of that too. I think those two are the best. Well, I don't know. Yeah, then Texas Chainsaw 2, and yeah, then the beginning. I don't know. It kind of jumps all over. It's a weird franchise, but yeah, man, that was another. That was 4 little side quests I took right there, but they're fun topics to talk about. I think fun movies, and definitely, guys, go check out Pathfinder if you haven't seen it. I'm probably going to be reading some comics right now tonight. I'm going to go get some dinner, and yeah, thanks for people that are. I guess there's one person watching right now, but if anybody's going to watch in the replay, probably going to be putting this up on my channel now. Start putting my live shows up there so people can check them out. And as always, everybody, thanks for watching. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. I'll see you guys later. What up, Jason? Yeah. And yeah, you guys have an awesome weekend, and be good to each other, and go buy some comic books from some indie creators out there. You might find something special. See you guys.